2026 Care-A-Thon, proudly presented by Duval Asphalt, is into the final hour. This is, I was thinking about, like, from a marketing brain, like, what would we call this if we're going to call it anything? Because I've been so motivated every year. This is now our 12th year of doing this. We've been on the air since 5 a.m. And I think the word that I kind of kept coming up with this morning as I was getting ready was spirit. So why don't we call the 5 o'clock hour the spirit hour? This is the hour where you right now can show this community that you care with your generosity. And the spirit that we've heard through the day from all of these inspirational stories and all the community members who have given of themselves. That's why everyone is here. They're all looking at me. They should be looking down at the phone. So let's show the spirit and call 855-916-9500 just like they did. Mal Washington is with us, a great partner with the Mal Washington Youth Foundation. Clark Howard is back for his 12th Care-A-Thon this hour.
And I want to say this hour, not to step right over you, but this is going to be the most significant hour in the 12-year history of the Care-A-Thon. I'm laying down that marker.
Okay, so here's what I know so far. I don't know that I know everything, but our great friend Jennifer from Duval Asphalt is with us. And Duval Asphalt are proud partners. Mitchell was with us this morning. Did you hear I put him on the radio? I didn't think we'd get him on the radio, but he talked.
I was very impressed that you got him on the radio this morning. It was pretty great.
You all have stepped up through the day with matching donations, and you're back again with a challenge on the table right now for the 5 o'clock hour. And that challenge is $10,000. So that $10,000 challenge is on the table as we begin the 5 o'clock hour. We've had the Amazon Jack 7 crew here all day. They've been donating proudly to the Child Cancer Fund through the years. Ferris is here with his guys. Talk right into the microphone. You're holding something big. What do you have?
So this is going to be our 4th year coming to this event. Great event. As a site, as Amazon Jack 7, we like to give back to our community. We invested a lot of hours helping the Child Cancer Fund this year, and these hours was able to help us give another $10K.
Another $10,000? Whoa! Hold up that check. So we have $10,000 from the Amazon Jack 7 and a challenge from Duval Asphalt. So $100 can become tripled to the Child Cancer Fund. A $100 donation will instantly become $300. $1,000 is going to become $3,000. It's been a long day, Clark.
I know.
What's the big reveal? We've done this before.
But we've never had a 4-up.
What's that?
Well, every dollar you donate, is going to be matched here, here, and here.
Here? From Clark?
That's right. So we got first time ever a 4-and-1, right?
This is the first. This is Care-A-Thon history, guys.
Yeah.
This has never happened.
$1, it becomes 4. You give 10, it gets to be
40.
40. You do 17, what does it become? 68. I was just picking on you because you didn't go to Michigan, so I mean, math gets hard, you know.
This has never happened before.
Never happened. So 100 becomes
$400.
400.
And 1,000 becomes $4,000 until it's exhausted. And yet everyone in the Seaside Claim Services call center is looking at us. Mesmerized by it, yes, but they're not on the phones. What's the number?
Well, you got to have the number, right? You're riding around right now in Jacksonville. You call 855-916.
That's 1,000 right there.
9,500. Say again, 855-916-9500. And let me tell you. Oh, I can repeat it. 855-916-9500. What this is for, if you just got in your car or you've never even known where Jacksonville was on the map of the state of Florida, and you just happen to drive down 95, what we're doing is we're raising money for children and their families who get the diagnosis of cancer. And they get great clinical care, but what also happens here is the entire family is enveloped in love by the Child Cancer Fund. The families reeling from a diagnosis of cancer get care, not just clinical, but they get care for the family for the emotional needs, the educational needs, you name it, you're making that happen with your donation right now at 855-916-9500. And for the first time ever in any hour, ever in the history of 12 years of the Care-A-Thon, your money is quadrupled.
That's incredible.
Quadruple.
Thank you, Clark. Thank you, Amazon Jack 7. Thank you, Duval Asphalt, for stepping up to the plate for these families. If you have seen the Care-A-Thon logo, which I hope you have on social media, we've got a whole team that's been sharing on social media. That's $1,000 right there. That became $4,000. There's a beautiful face that we have seen all over, and it's Miss Stella Beausarge. Hi, Stella.
Hey,
How are you?
good.
How old are you now, Stella?
7.
You're 7 years old? So what grade are you in? Second, third?
Second,
Second grade? Where do you go to school?
Amelia Island Montessori School.
All right. That is a mouthful, isn't it? Wow, and who's here with you, Stella?
Do you know who these people are next to you?
My sisters. And my
What are their names?
Sadie and Sophie.
Sadie and Sophie and Stella. That's great. And Mom and Dad are here as well. Can Mom talk for a minute? Mom, when did Stella get the diagnosis?
She was 2.5. She was diagnosed with leukemia.
So, and she's the oldest?
She's the oldest. She was our firstborn, our 8-pound, 13-ounce healthy baby girl that was diagnosed with leukemia, and out of the blue, our world just came to a stop.
Did she have symptoms prior to?
She did not. It actually started with an ear infection that we just couldn't beat, and then it turned into labs, and then finding out that she couldn't beat the ear infection due to having leukemia.
And so your journey begins, and it is a journey. Plus, you've got a younger one, and I think the youngest wasn't yet
born. We had an 8-month-old, Sadie, the middle child. She was 8 months old, so we had a 2.5-year-old and an 8-month-old, sorry. And then we were blessed during our journey. Stella had a 2-year journey during the process. We conceived Sophie, and it was just the blessing in disguise. So,
When were you introduced to the Child Cancer Fund?
right, probably the first day we were in the hospital. So I remember sitting in the emergency room and being told that, it was cancer, and we had a trip planned, and I said, oh, okay, well, she's got cancer, but we got a trip planned, so we'll just bring her back next week. And they're like, no, like this is today. She's going to be admitted, and I mean, the ball just starts rolling, and your world just instantly comes to a stop. And Child Cancer Fund, I mean, they met us at the hospital either day 1 or day 2, and just the resources were just an outpour. And you get this big binder from your oncologist, and it's 2 years of your life is just handed to you, and you're just looking over the papers and just stopping and calling work and calling friends. But at the end of the day, you still have the cancer fund that was there, and just a reach out and a helping hand, and it was just amazing.
Every time you guys are hearing bells ring, people are donating. Every time you're hearing a cowbell ring, people are donating. They're inspired by your generosity. They're inspired, and they're motivated because 1 becomes 4 thanks to Clark Howard, Duval Asphalt, Amazon Jack 7, a first in Care-A-Thon history. And it's because of your stories that Duval Asphalt keeps coming back over and over and over again. Clark keeps giving of himself. Amazon Jack 7 keeps giving of themselves and keeps raising the bar as well. Financially, did one of you have to give up work, and how did that all look for you?
Yes, so I actually had to go part-time at my job, and it's not only just the lack of work, it's the nonstop medical bills. I mean, it's 3 a.m., she gets a fever, you're in the emergency room, and you've got to copay. And then, it's the maintenance on your vehicle. We live in Nassau County, so the driving back and forth, it's not just gas. When you think traveling, you think, oh, yeah, gas prices, but it's also the maintenance. It's the miles on your vehicle. It's the time off and the hours spent in the car. And so I had to step down, but we were blessed that y'all were here, and it literally is every dollar counts. And I mean, when your child is sick, you don't want to tell them, no, we're not going through Chick-fil-A drive-through right now. they're sick. She's finally able to eat something, and what's her craving is Chick-fil-A, of course. It's not the dollar menu McDonald's. And, you don't know how much it helps to know that, there is people out there who care, and that even given $5, $10, it turns into a Happy Meal. It turns into the Chick-fil-A cow coming. It's such a big deal.
What's the phone number there if you can read it, Mom? Oh, Stella's going to try it. Here we go.
855-916-59500.
Great job, Stella. It's 855-916-9500. You could text the letter CMG, that's Cox Media Group, CMG, to the number 707070. But if you're inspired and you want to make your dollar become $4, your 100 become 400, your 1,000 to become 4,000, we have every single phone manned right now at 855-916-9500. Seaside Claim Services has stepped up. Amazon Jack 7, Clark Howard, Duval Asphalt. Jennifer, I don't know. You all don't have to do this year after year. You don't have to plaster the Child Cancer Fund logo on your trucks, and yet you do year after year after year. There are other great organizations in this community. Why do you keep choosing the Child Cancer Fund?
That's a great question, Rich. So most people know that we've been around for a really long time, and for years we were looking for a local grassroots nonprofit that really made a difference, that maybe was the underdog. Like, they didn't have some of the big backers, but they were doing really good work, and they were doing really good work with every dollar that they received. And we were, through unfortunate circumstances, we became aware of the Child Cancer Fund, and we saw firsthand the help that they give the families and the work that they do, and that led us to look more. And after meeting the board and meeting Carla and meeting some of the families, we were all in. I mean, it's really not possible to meet these people that are involved and the families that are helped and walk away going, well, that wasn't worth it. I mean, you're immediately 100% committed. After just one meeting, you're like, this is great. And to be able to prove over and over again that the dollars given are being used for exactly what we say they're going to be used for, to help provide gas cards and grocery cards and pay electric bills and help with mortgages and rent payments. Life is expensive, especially right now. And knowing that every dollar given, most of that dollar is going directly to help these families with their children through this really horrible time. That's what brings Duval Asphalt back every single time. That's why we are proud to have the logo on all of our equipment, as much of our equipment as I'm allowed to put it on, and just everywhere, because we want as many people as possible to know that the Child Cancer Fund exists. It's 100% local. It's here in Jacksonville. It's helping families being treated at Nemours locally, and a lot of us want to know that. We want to know where our money's going, and this is a great way to do it.
What's the number?
Telephone number is 855-916-9500, 855-916-9500. If you are really wanting to give your money to a good cause, this is the one to choose, I promise.
If you just got in the car and you're tuning into the 12th Care-A-Thon, proudly presented by Duval Asphalt in the Fair and Fairer Performance Studio, we have a first ever quadruple opportunity for you. If you donate any amount, it'll be quadrupled. $4, a dollar donation will become $4 to the Child Cancer Fund. So whatever amount you donate, quadruple that, and that goes directly to the Child Cancer Fund. And it's because of Duval Asphalt, who's been there from the very beginning, Amazon Jack 7, and our consumer warrior and great, great friend, Clark Howard. And Stella, we've gotten to know you the last 3 years now. I think we've gotten to know your family, the Bosards. Stay there. But Clark, you asked me a question earlier, and it's, why do you keep doing this? And I think it's because we see the passion that this family has for this fighter, and then we get to see the journey of this fighter next to you, Miss Victoria, and her mom and her dad, who's not here, but the fight and the spirit in her. She's been one of the originals. Riley Rupert Richendaler is one of the originals. Carolina Parson is one of the originals, and she's here. Casey is one of the originals, and she'll be here. You all have come every year. You're what keeps us coming back, and I hope you know that. We can't thank you enough, because your fight and your spirit has us continuing to come, and I hope you know that. So thank you for being here. How are you doing these days?
I'm doing good.
Last year, if anyone didn't know, you had a setback. Can you explain what that setback was?
Last year I had a stroke. things were looking normal. I was driving. I remember that day I went to a young adults conference, and the next day I was in the hospital, and the day after I couldn't walk.
And you had also lost, in many ways, the ability to communicate in the way that you were used to.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm much better now.
Yeah,
But
I mean the change from a year ago. This is amazing.
yes.
I mean you're doing so well now.
Thank you.
I'm really excited for you because that was so rough last year.
It was, yes.
And that's after the cancer fight that you beat. How old were you when you went into remission and you were able to ring the bell?
I think I was 15.
Talk right into the mic.
Go ahead.
Oh, I think you're about 8 whenever you were in remission.
Okay. Mom, when did the cancer diagnosis come? And talk right into the microphone.
It came in 2010, and you were 6. Victoria was 6.
Yeah. And the journey, how long was the treatment, and where was the Child Cancer Fund with you all through that?
So with Tori's treatment, she initially had surgery and then radiation and then chemotherapy. So that entire treatment took about 2.5 years. And the entire time from day one, the Child Cancer Fund was with us with that book that you guys had mentioned that you get as a mom. And sometimes we don't always want to look at that book and admit that our child has cancer. That was a really rough and hard day, as you probably remember as well. But the Child Cancer Fund was there to help support us the entire time, from setting her up where she could go to camp with some other kids that were also under the same circumstances, where the kids could just be kids at Camp Boggy Creek. And they have had certain get-togethers over the years with the moms and dads so that we all, as a group, get to know each other and we can all support each other as a community as well. So I think the Child Cancer Fund has been present with you the whole entire time.
Victoria, can I still call you Tori? Because I always know you as Tori.
Yes.
Okay. What's that phone number?
855-916-9500.
And that number, that donation that you make right now to 855-916-9500 will be quadrupled thanks to Amazon Jack 7, Clark Howard, and our great partners. We can't be here without Duval Asphalt. So that $100 donation that maybe you've been thinking about giving through the day, if you've been inspired to give, make now the time. We have all these volunteers who are looking up at us, Clark. I'm worried that they're not looking down on the phones.
When we first announced the first time ever 4X, the phone started ringing, and now they've gotten quiet again. Hey, don't let this money go to waste, because we're saying we know how great this is. We're saying we want to have you spend our money. We want you to grab the entire 4X to get every dollar spent for these children and their families. And you do that by calling right now while we got this 4X on the table. I mean, when have you ever heard of your money being matched that many times over that $10 becomes $40? Come on, that's not normal. So let's grab all that money at 855-916-9500, and let's make these phones sing right now.
Now, Washington, you've been a partner in this community for so many years. What inspiring stories to hear from these kids and all the community.
This is amazing, and what I hope is that it's coming through the radio. We're here in the studio. We're here in the Fair and Fair Performance studio, and we're seeing the families, and we're looking into the eyes of the kids, and we're meeting them, and I hope it resonates, because the stories we're hearing and the money that is being raised, I hope everyone knows that it is going directly to the families. We've heard families talk about they're getting tutoring lessons and child life specialists, and we've heard families talk about every dollar counts. And so every dollar raised counts so much because it's going directly to the families. We've heard about going through the Chick-fil-A and how important that is, getting gas and maintenance on the car. When we think about our child having cancer, we think about the hospital and the time we spend in the hospital. But there's so much more. I think someone said it earlier, it's not just your child having cancer, it's the family that has cancer. And there's so much more beyond just those medical bills. It's those little things. It's the utility bills. Because I don't know that anyone here in 2026 is saying, this is a pretty easy year. I mean, we're getting by, and it's not that tough. Imagine hearing the story that your child has leukemia in a challenging year. So it's just multiplied. So what's going on here, and the money that is being raised, and Duval Asphalt and Clark, everyone being able to quadruple this amount, as well as Amazon Jack 7. This is tremendous what you guys are doing. So everyone who's listening, 855-916-9500. Right now, call 855-916-9500. Any donation matters.
It is resonating. I think it's resonating through the speaker, even if we don't see every phone call lit, because we are fueled by these families, and I think it resonates to people. We're back every year, and it resonates, and the listeners of WOKV and in Northeast Florida step up to give through the course of the year. There's a listener to WOKV who did not want to come on the air today, but he visited earlier this morning with his wife, and they've been hearing the Care-A-Thon through the years, and they donated $5,000. They had not donated to Child Cancer Fund before, but they stepped up and they said, this is the start of what we're going to do, and it's going to be more next year, and more the year after that, and more the year after that. So we know our listeners are generous, especially those who live at the beach. We know that they can be a little more generous, right? So now's the opportunity for those on the other side of the ditch to call 855-916-9500. If you've been holding on and holding out, knowing we do kind of do a little bit of gamesmanship in the 5 o'clock hour historically anyway, because we know it's drive time. You're going to the Jags game. Jags play Carolina at 7:30. So we know that you're in the car right now headed there. So we wanted to make it count times 4. 855-916-9500. Stella, can you give that number one more time? You ready?
855-916-9500.
Mom, thank you for coming and sharing your story with the family. Your appeal to the community, what does a donation right now mean to you?
Right now, to me, is my child sitting on my lap. It was this bag of Dum Dum suckers that I could give her. It was the yes to the Chick-fil-A drive-thru. It was the turn the air down, Mom. I'm hot from chemo, or I'm cold from therapy. It's everything to me. It's my baby sitting on my lap. So I thank the community. I thank Child Care, Cancer Fund. I thank everyone.
What's the number? Let's make the phones light up and dance and sing like Clark said. Ready?
855-916-9500.
Make that $100 become $400 thanks to Amazon Jack 7, Clark Howard, Duval Asphalt. Ferris, I know you've been in the fight personally with your family. You all have stepped up, so thanks again for everything your guys do through the year. What's your appeal to the community? I'll give you the floor.
So we're going to continue this from Jack 7, Amazon, year after year. We're going to try to raise the bar. More leaders getting involved, especially in our building. We are reaching to other buildings, reaching out, telling them about the Child Cancer Fund. By next year, hopefully we're going to double the amount. Hopefully we're going to be able to put more hours. Like I said, more new leaders showing up, more new leaders are interested. I got Mike, I got TJ, I got Sky. We got more leaders are interested in the Child Cancer Fund, and we are willing to do what we can, invest in the organization and donate our time. And we'll be able to help as much as we can.
It's an investment. Do you know Bezos? Could you give Jeff a call by chance? Any chance of that?
I wish I'll be able to.
You don't have the number to his yacht? Oh, come on.
I mean, there's a quadruple match on there's an opportunity for one to become 4. He's a smart investor, so find someone who knows his number. Let's see if we can get Jeff on the line. Amazon Jack 7 and Ferris, thank you,
By the way,
guys.
you hear the bell ringing again and again, right?
It's about $100 or more, so it could be more than 100, which then becomes $400. To what number?
855-916-9500.
Let's hear it for the Beausarges and Stella, the face of the Care-A-Thon, presented proudly by Duval Asphalt.
Challenge. How much does it cost to go to a Jags game? The people riding right now in the stadium, what's it cost for again.
Under construction now, and with all the concessions, you're probably dropping about $300 to $500, depending on how many beers you want to have tonight.
So, I mean, how about some money for the kids? Buy one less beer and take that money and give it to the kids and have that money quadrupled right now. Make a difference. I mean, make a difference. Everybody wants to know how they can actually impact the world and make it better. I can tell you from my head and my heart, I know this works. You're making a difference with your hard-earned dollars. I don't want you to waste your money. I want you to spend it efficiently. Getting your money quadrupled instantly, that's efficient. 855-916-9500.
Make the phones ring. We've got about a half hour left in the 2026 Care-A-Thon, proudly presented by Duval Asphalt on 104.5 WOKV.
Now, the WOKV First Alert Forecast.
I'm Action News Jack's First Alert meteorologist Trevor Gibbs. Is 7 on the WOKV weather meter through the rest of your Friday evening. Some showers and storms earlier today have cooled things down quite a bit. It's still warm and humid, but we're looking at temperatures in the 80s and 70s this evening, still with plenty of clouds and an isolated shower or storm possible overnight, but a lot of spots are going to be trending drier through the nighttime hours. For Saturday, expect more scattered afternoon showers and thunderstorms. It's still going to be hot and humid before the arrival of the rain. Temperatures will be in the low 90s, but better than the upper 90s where we were last week, with more chances of rain as well. From the Action News Jack's First Alert Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Trevor Gibbs.
Traffic alert from the Strata Air Conditioning and Heating Traffic Center.
Well, you're stacked up and backed up on the West Beltway northbound this evening, and it's been this way for the past couple of hours. A crash at 103rd Street blocking multiple right lanes. We do have crews on scene. Right now, checking the traffic maps, man, delays stretch back to US 17. And you're looking at least 50 minutes in those slowdowns. Please avoid this area if you can. From the WOKV Traffic Center, I'm Brian Middleton.
At Randy Marion Cadillac, now is the time for you to drive away in luxury.
That's right, Jennifer. We have 47 new 2026 XT5s and CT5s in stock and ready for you to drive away today.
You can see all of our inventory at Randy Marion Cadillac of Jacksonville.com.
All cars are priced and there are no hidden fees.
47 new XT5 and CT5s. You pick the color and drive home today in luxury.
Randy Marion Cadillac, Southside Boulevard, Jacksonville. Price includes $1,099 processing fee plus tax, tag, and title on approved credit.
Natural diamonds have not been this affordable in the past 20 years.
That's John Lupo at Beard's Diamonds, talking about how prices of natural rare diamonds have fallen pretty dramatically.
The best opportunity that I've seen in over 20 years.
So if you believe in buying low, John's son Ben says this is your chance.
It's really a good time to invest in natural right now. With prices being very aggressive for the consumer and for us, we're still able to pass along those savings.
Right now, Beard's Diamonds is stocked with both natural and lab-grown diamonds in all shapes and sizes at every conceivable price point.
We are happy to educate the consumer on lab-grown or natural diamonds, and we've got price ranges for everybody.
So at Beard's, you're not going to be pushed. You can choose natural or lab-grown. Get an unbiased education from non-commissioned experts and be guaranteed the highest quality and the best price.
We want to sell you something bigger, better, for less, and stand behind it 100%.
Discover real value today at Beard's Diamonds, a Jacksonville original in the St. John's Town Center.
The 5-day forecast is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing.
Hey, Florida homeowners. Are your electric bills through the roof? Your old windows and doors could be the problem. Renewal by Andersen offers superior energy-efficient solutions. For a limited time, buy 4 windows and doors, get the 5th free, plus 12-month special financing. Don't let another hot Florida summer drive up your energy bills. Upgrade your home's comfort, beauty, and energy efficiency with Renewal by Andersen. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation. Restrictions apply. License number CGC 1527613.
A kitchen remodel can add value to your home. It's Rich Jones. And if you have a 2, 3, or 4% mortgage rate, don't refinance it because you don't have to. You can still get cash out of your home with Loan Pronto's zero-cost equity loan. With Loan Pronto, you can get all the cash you need for that home improvement project without touching your first mortgage and without any fees. One local homeowner just got $100,000, remodeled their kitchen, paid off all their credit cards and their existing HELOC, and saved over $1,500 a month. There's no hard credit pull up front and usually no appraisal and no long drawn-out process with Loan Pronto and no closing costs. You may even be able to skip your next 2 house payments. Call Loan Pronto now at 904-999-1508. Leave your low-rate mortgage alone. Get the cash you need in as little as 2 weeks without paying closing costs. LoanPronto.com. See how much you can get right now. 904-999-1508. For qualified home buyers, equal housing lender. NMLS 1661781. NMLSConsumerAccess.org.
Tell us what's happening in the news, traffic, or weather with Open Mic in the News 104.5 WOKV Jacksonville's News and Talk app. Sponsored by Madden Advisory Services, saluting all military and first responders.
Ah, springtime, when the seasons are changing and your home is a comfort haven. But Fenwick Wakehoff's Plumbing and Electrical knows that if you're relying on a water heater on its last legs and wiring older than you are, it's only a matter of time until your home comfort goes out the window. That's why you can count on Fenwick Wakehoffs for same-day water heater replacements and emergency repairs. Plus, with our whole home generator installs, water quality treatment systems, and free estimates on electrical panel upgrades, you'll be comfortable and safe for seasons to come. FenwickWakehoffs.com.
They've been there from the beginning.
Continue the tradition of stepping up for our friends and neighbors.
Whenever we started to get behind on bills, they were able to cover those. Takes a whole huge burden off of our shoulders.
Every dollar matters. Donate now at childcancerfund.org.
Go ahead and pull that down. The 2026 Care-A-Thon presented by Duval Asphalt is into the last 20 minutes on this Friday, but I do want to let everyone who's driving, and we heard Brian Middleton with that traffic update and just how bad traffic is. So you're stuck in traffic right now. If you call 855-916-9500 now, your donation of any amount is going to be quadrupled to the Child Cancer Fund. We had a donation of at least $1,000 come a few minutes ago. That $1,000 becomes $4,000 until 6 o'clock. This has never happened in 12 years of the Care-A-Thon, where we've had donations come, challenges come, and matches come from Amazon Jack 7, Clark Howard, and of course Duval Asphalt. We've never had a quadruple match in 12 years of doing the Care-A-Thon, Jennifer. Can you believe it?
No, it's pretty exciting.
Right?
But, I mean, Clark always brings the energy, so, you know.
He does.
Always brings the energy and just a little extra.
So let's make the phones ring.
855-916-9500. 855-916-9500.
And if we can go over $300,000 before we're done at 6 o'clock, Clark Howard will get the makeup job that I have right now. His might be better because I don't know if he'll have a 4-year-old do it, unless Stella wants to do it. Would you like to do someone's makeup?
Yes or no?
Do you want to do someone's makeup, Stella?
Maybe.
Maybe? Okay, well then make the phone ring. What's the phone number again, girl?
855-916-9500.
855-916-9500. This is about the families. This is why we do this year after year. It's the families that are in the fight, the kids who have survived, the kids who have been fighting multiple times over. We heard a phenomenal story earlier this morning or afternoon from a mom who has 2 children who are in the fight right now, and her youngest just had a lung removal. And she wanted to call in because she wanted to be here in person, but she couldn't make it because she's caring for them. What she's going through right now is not easy, but she wanted to be a part of this. We're here for the families. We've come every year for the families because they mean the world to us. Can I give this one back to him, and then you guys will share? Clark, we're in the final 20 minutes. This is when it counts the most.
Oh, yeah.
We've got that quadruple on the table.
Squeeze every dollar out of this quadruple match.
And Stella wants to put makeup on you when we go over $300,000. She said it.
I'm looking forward to it.
He's looking forward to it, he said, right? So it's going to happen.
So earlier people decided that I should have, was it
hot pink lipstick?
Hot pink lipstick.
Yep,
You think
yep.
that's a good look on me? What do you think, hot pink? What color are you going to put on me?
Hot pink.
Hot pink
You
it
are gonna do
is,
hot
yeah.
pink? Okay.
But we need more people on the phones at 855-916-9500. The Burts are with us again this year. Talon lost his battle. How many years ago has it been now?
It's
Michelle?
5 years, August the 30th.
5 years.
years.
When we first met you, we were in the Care-A-Thon, remember, downstairs. It was 2021. We were in the lobby because we were still post-COVID.
Because of COVID,
Yes.
And we had gotten to meet Talon, and he had just had his high school graduation.
That is correct. He was able to, came over with the cap and gown and everything for him because unfortunately he could not go. And he was just ecstatic to actually be still participating. Even when he had 0 count, he wanted to always be brick and mortar. That fight with him was more than amazing because not only did he lose his whole femur, his knee, and part of his tibia, all of that was an implant. And he still wanted to attend school. That was the major thing. And he was so happy to talk to you.
It was, I mean, he was so inspiring. Y'all know that, both of you, how inspiring he was.
Yes, he was strong-minded and never gave up. He just pushed through, and the Child Cancer Fund helped us through those difficult times. And Talon said, I can't give up. And he saw the care and the love that he had from everyone. We just wanted to be like him. He was our hero, because when we just was down, he would say, hey, come on, we're going to do this. I got this. I'm going to fight it. So we thought he was going to live forever. We thought we were going to go around and tell his story. But God had another story, and we just did what we can, and we're just blessed to be a part of this Care-A-Thon. And this is something that we have to do to give back for all the love that we received and he received that kept him going every day and every moment.
Matthew, what's the phone number? Make the phone ring.
Make the phone ring, 855-916-9500. Come on, we need those monies. 855-916-9500.
The very first time that we have a quadruple match challenge on the table from Clark Howard, Duval Asphalt, and Amazon Jack 7. So before 6 o'clock in the next 15 minutes or so, that $100 donation that you make now at 855-916-9500 can become $400. We have gotten to know Victoria, who just is leaving. She is beat cancer and she beat the stroke, and she is so strong today. She's one
She
of
was
about,
she was walking so fast down the hall
Right?
here just now when I was visiting.
She didn't want to see you in makeup. That's it. She was
She was
afraid of what
running
that would
away
look
from
like.
that.
But she's one of about 6 or 7 kids who have been with us every year, and another one of those is Miss Carolina Parson. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Look at how she just goes right to the mic. The first 4 years I had you on the radio, you wouldn't even talk.
That's true.
And now look at you. How are you today?
I'm doing great.
When did your cancer journey begin?
2014, I was 7 years old. I was diagnosed with medulloblastoma, brain cancer. It's been a long journey, but I'm doing great.
Chris and Tabitha, who are here, mom and dad, when did you get introduced to the Child Cancer Fund during her fight?
In the hospital. Didn't even know the Child Cancer Fund existed, and they showed up with gift cards that for gas, groceries. You don't think about all the trips back and forth and all the gas that you use just going to doctor's appointments that seem to never end. And the grocery money, because when you get that diagnosis, the world kind of stops, and nothing else really seems important other than taking care of your kid. And bills do pile up. They don't stop. JEA still wants their money. Still got to eat. So that's when we were first introduced to them. And then with Carolina's diagnosis and all the treatment protocols, processing became a little bit of a challenge going through school. And which she's done. She's graduated.
All right.
Congratulations.
Way to go.
But Child Cancer Fund, they paid for her tutoring, which was absolutely amazing. So really, really blessed to be in this community.
And just $20 can pay for 1 hour of tutoring, and that $20 right now before 6 o'clock will pay
80.
for 4 hours because it becomes 80.
80
He does
bucks.
math pretty good. Carolina, what's that phone number? One more time.
855-916-9500.
855 916-9500. Your dad just handed you something. What's that?
It's a check for $1,200.
$1,200 check from the Parson family. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys.
And that's from your foundation, your Believe Foundation.
Yes, it is.
Thank you for that generous gift. That's going to be quadrupled. We might be getting closer to that $300,000. Watch
I am
out.
looking so forward to getting painted, whatever you call it.
Oh, the hot pink lipstick. Is
I
that right,
cannot
Stella?
wait to send-
Hot pink.
I cannot wait to send Lane, my wife, a picture of me all made up.
I think it'll look great.
You think so?
Well, then keep the phones ringing. What's the number again, Carolina?
855-916-95-100.
Awesome. 855-916-9500. Gray, did you just do this? Did someone pass gas? Was it your animal behind us?
That was definitely Chip. He passed a little bit. I might have given him a chip or two. So
Chip had a couple of chips, and Gray back here is like, woo.
yeah, it was pretty rank, but we're not going to talk about that.
Anyone listening on the radio can't smell it. That's okay.
They're very
Good-
lucky.
I'm
In
lucky
fact,
for that.
if you don't give a donation right now, we're going to send Smell-O-Vision down the radio.
Well, then, Gray, make the phones ring. What's the number?
855-916-9500.
Without the Child Cancer Fund, Terry or Gray, where would your journey be without the financial support that you all received?
Without the financial support, we wouldn't have been able to afford my bills or even like housing. I feel like without this, we would probably be homeless and we wouldn't be able to actually pay for my bills and everything. And we're so thankful that we're here.
And the tutoring. The tutoring was the big one, which
Yep.
we talked about earlier. If anyone just tuned in, it was during his two formative years, 7th and 8th grade, and that got him through. He didn't fall behind at all, and now he's doing great.
What you're hearing in the mosaic of this is all the different ways that if a child is stricken with cancer, it affects the whole family. And all the financial needs, but not just financial, the emotional needs, the educational needs, all these things. It's different than when an adult, any of us as adults, when we got cancer, it's a whole different game. For kids, there's so much more that's involved. They're just forming. And we got to get them healthy, and keep them progressing. And you finishing high school on time because of the help from the Child Cancer Center. That's what this is about, is us as a community rising to the challenge, making sure that when a family gets a diagnosis of their young, sweet child having cancer, that this community of Metro Jacksonville is there for them, is there for these kids, and steps up for the families when they need the help. So you call 855-916-9500. Let me repeat that, 855-916-9500, and answer that call. Make a difference for these kids, whatever you can afford. If $5 is what you can afford, give $5, because that 5 will become 20 right now. Whatever you can bring to the table, make a difference for these children now. Because when I say now, we got 9 minutes left on the quadruple match.
Yep, it's about exhausted. And I'm exhausted after being on for nearly 13 hours, but we're still fueled to be here tomorrow.
A lucky 13, Rich.
A lucky 13.
Because this is making such a difference for these children, these families.
And that's to your question earlier, Clark. We keep coming back because sadly the need is there. Dr. Collier in HEMOC at Nemours told us earlier that about 100 to 110 new diagnoses every year, more than 300 in treatment. The long-term effects that happen for the kids as well who might need help along the way, the ongoing support. Carolina's journey isn't over even after you beat cancer. I know you have had some personal challenges and you'll continue to have those challenges. And they'll be with every one of these kids. That's why we keep coming back. Sadly, I don't want to be here. I'd rather we're here just to party. But unfortunately, in this community, we have about 110 new warriors every year who join that club. It's us who tell this club that we will never let you go, that we are with you and we're standing with you. Please donate now. 855-916-9500. every dollar until 6 o'clock will be quadrupled thanks to Amazon Jack 7, Clark Howard's generosity, Jennifer Garrett, and the generosity from Duval Asphalt has just been
You are
absolutely
getting tired.
tremendous. I know. I've said presented by Duval Asphalt about 1,002 times today, so cut me some slack, man.
Yeah, well, I'm not cutting the community slack because right now is where you can make that difference. You know, you wonder where you can make life better, where you can make community better, where you can make this country better. This is an opportunity. We know, Rich and I know, all through these years, this works. This makes a difference for these incredible children and their families. So please call now, 855-916-9500, 855-916-9500. Give what you can afford and have impact.
And if you have already given, thank you for your generosity. If you have not given, make the next 6 minutes matter and call a friend, call a colleague, call your spouse, call anyone who you know also has a big heart like you. Thank you for your generosity. Encourage them to do the same. Have them text CMG to the number 707070 or call 855-916-9500. Michelle Burt, what did the Child Cancer Fund financially mean to you in your journey?
Through being my journey, you just don't know. You have to remember, when your child has cancer, you want to be in that room with them all day long. So after the PTO is gone, the PTO is gone. After you don't drain the bank account, the bank account is gone. After you have robbed from the 401, the 401k is gone. That's when the Child Cancer Fund stepped in, and I was able to still stay in that room with my child. We're talking about 30 days. We were there for 21 days out of the 30 days. And they were there with us all those 3 years. And even after he closed his eyes, when you think about the worst thing that you've already been through, which is the 3 years of just going through chemotherapy, now you have to leave your child to rest. Who has a burial fund for their child? Who even thinks about it? You have to bury your child after all that has happened to your child. Who steps in? The Child Cancer Fund. You don't know what it means to have someone to help you bury your child. You don't know what it means. You have to pay for programs, flowers. You have to even pick out a casket. It's just something that you don't want to ever dream about or put on any parent. Please call 855-916-9500. That was 855-916-9500. Make the phones ring. Donate. Bring in the funds for these families. Please, I don't want anyone to ever experience the hardship that I had to go through. I want them to be in that room with that baby from the beginning to the end, where they put that poison in that baby's arm.
It's emotional testimony, and during that testimony, every single phone started to ring, Michelle. You guys, Talon inspires us. We're Talon strong right here. Talon lives inside of us every day. I'm not a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, but I'll root for the Steelers when I know they're not playing the Jaguars, because I know that was Talon's team. You are in a fraternity, and you're now in a family, and this family that is the Child Cancer Fund will not let you go. And every one of you who are here, you all have been in this family. Carolina, you've been in this family for 12 years, and Stella, you've been in this family now for about 3 or 4 years, and Gray, we've seen you grow, and now a straight A student at Clay High School, soon to be where are you going to college? Have you picked yet?
I'm either going to go to UF or Cornell.
Or Cornell? Holy
You know
cow.
It's really cold up in New York, right?
Oh, I know. I was born there.
855-916-9500. He has a chance to go to UF, and he has a chance to possibly go to Cornell because of the generosity of everyone in the community. Every time that there was a generous donor who would give $20, that was an hour of tutoring so that he has life because he beat cancer, and now he has a chance and an opportunity, an advantage. I know you say that all the time, Mal, to go to UF or to Cornell, thanks to that $20 donation, which
Hear that
becomes how
bell
much?
ring? You know how that bell rings? Because somebody else called 855-916-9500. That was somebody else. Now it's your turn to make that call and make these phones ring and have your money quadrupled for another 110 seconds.
Is that all we have?
That's what we
No
got.
pressure on Tabitha, but what has the financial assistance from the Child Cancer Fund meant to you and your family?
Well, like my husband said earlier, they were right there. I mean, from day one that we were in the hospital with the diagnosis, and just helping with the financial to be able to not have to worry about those things, be able to focus on Carolina and her needs. You're in survival mode.
Every single dollar matters.
Yep.
And I know we're throwing big numbers on the table, but every dollar.
It does. Yep. And it's quadrupled right now, so give now.
I'm going to make you give the number now.
855-916-9500. Call now. Thank you. 855-916-9500.
So families that have been in the fight, Stella's mom, you're closer to the treatment and you're hearing these stories. You see the community. Again, Mom, if you can just explain the dum-dum story. I love that. One more time, if someone may have missed it.
Yeah, so Stella would have to go under anesthesia once a month to get chemo in her spine. So she would wake up, and this takes a while to wake up, and they're fussy, and they can't have anything. All she would want was a dum-dum sucker, and it's crazy that a pack of dum-dum suckers, it's only $2-3, but that $2-3 is quite pricey when you're looking at the copay of the day, the fuel to get there, the maintenance on the vehicle, the other kids that are at home, the groceries, the special foods that she wanted that didn't make her nauseated. It's just to get a bag of dum-dum suckers and have it donated, and Stella would wake up and get her dum-dum sucker and just it light up. And, just that she survived another treatment of anesthesia, the chemo in her spine, it's just great. So you think $2 isn't a lot, a pack of dum-dum suckers, that's nothing, but it is a lot. It means everything to us. And for your child to wake up after being asleep and not know if they're going to wake up and survive and thrive and, the side effects of that, just call 855-916-9500 and let those babies get those suckers.
You're making the phones ring. Y'all are inspiring us. You inspire us, and your stories inspire us to be here year after year. Clark, someone asked me the other day, in fact, it's Aaron who's been our producer, and he asked me, any chance you guys are going to go overtime? And I said, no. I don't think we'll go overtime. Clark, we're into overtime. It's now 6 o'clock. I'm waiting on a total. I don't know what it's going to be, but before we get that total, since we have gone overtime, Brian Middleton in the traffic center and in master control, we will pause for a moment, obviously. We might have to take a break before we get the total, but maybe they can get it over here. But before we do get, again, 855-916-9500, 855, you come up here. Come on. 855-916-9500. We will continue to be here for as long as it takes if you want to call, if you're on your way to the Jaguars game, if you're stuck in traffic and you're motivated by any one of these tremendous stories. These are fighters. This is the spirit hour because they give us the spirit. And if you find it in your wallet, in your budget, in your heart to give, call 855-916-9500. Text CMG to the number 707070. You can make a secure online donation one time or be a monthly donor at childcancerfund.org. We will be back for a second day of the Care-A-Thon. We are back tomorrow morning starting at 6 o'clock with Larry O'Neill. We are committed to doing this for another day tomorrow because the needs are great. This economy is not as strong as it may have been last year and the year before, and we know that the families need just that little extra boost. So we'll be on the air tomorrow starting at 6 in the morning, and we have a very special hour. If you're listening tomorrow, please make an appointment to be with us at 9 a.m. because a lot of our OGs who have been here from the very beginning are going to be hosting an entire Care-A-Thon hour. We're calling it the Hour of Hope tomorrow at 9 a.m. And anyone who gets that awful diagnosis of childhood cancer, if you tune in and you hear that hour of hope, that hour is going to move you. You will be inspired because of the generosity that everyone has given to those kids. We're still on the phone, so this number is going to go up. But as we approach 6 o'clock, first of all, a huge thank you to Amazon Jack 7, to Clark Howard, and to Jennifer Garrett and the team at Duval Asphalt for that first ever quadruple match that happened. Jen, I can't thank you and Mitchell and the whole team enough. Y'all are great partners.
It is always a pleasure.
Make the phones ring one more time. Quick.
855-916-9500. 855-916-9500.
But it's not done. We're going to be back tomorrow. We're all going to be here for another day of the Care-A-Thon, but we do have to stop at some point, even though
you don't want to, you want to go all night tonight?
No, not all night. I just want to say thank you. Look at all these people who are here. They've been here since 4 in the morning. They've been here all week helping us set up. Y'all are an inspiration to these families. And thank you. Thank you, Victoria. Good to see you, sweetheart. Y'all are giving of yourselves, and I can't thank you enough. You're why we continue to do this. This is why local radio matters. I know you depend on us for news, weather, and traffic. One day, although it's going to be a day and a half, we depend on you to step up. And so thank you for all you've done and what you're going to continue to do. Drum roll, please, as we approach. We're beyond 6 o'clock. I'm going to hand over the microphone to Carla Montgomery from the Child Cancer Fund. Where do we stand?
We are at $277,332.
Keep it coming! Over $277,000 in just 13 hours. Jacksonville, Northeast Florida, thank you. Your generosity is going to make such a huge difference for every family here and for the next families that get the diagnosis. We cannot be here without you, and we will be back again because of you. We're here for you. You're always in the family. You're in for good, and we're with you. We're now family, and we love all of you. Thank you all. Lipstick and all, yes. I know, you can't take me seriously with all the makeup that I'm wearing. Clark, I'll give you and Jennifer the final word. What has this day meant to you?
I look so forward to this every year, being here because of the love that's present in this room, in this community, that has enveloped these families and these children. It is something that shows the best in people, particularly the best in people when you're going through the worst time in your life you could imagine, and know that you're not alone. And you're not alone because of the generous souls who come together to make a difference. So thank you so much. If that was a generous soul who just heard that and called right now, thank you for what you've done. Thank you for what you do in the future to make Jacksonville a better place. And this is one way I know actually works.
We're going to do a big group picture in a minute. Don't let those
Thank you,
volunteers
Clark.
leave. Jennifer Garrett with Duval Asphalt. Last word I want to give you.
Yeah, I mean, Clark said it really well. I just want to thank Jacksonville and the people of Jacksonville for continuing to support the Child Cancer Fund and helping us support the families that you've heard from today and that you're going to hear from tomorrow. It really, really matters. Every dollar matters. We don't want these parents whose life just stopped to have to worry about whether or not they have enough gas in their car to get to treatment multiple times a week, or enough food in the pantry, or enough money to pay the light bill, or what all the many things that you've heard of, and the very powerful testimony of the funeral expenses, which is worst case, but it's also necessary for some of these families. And every little bit that's given allows us to help these families through some of the worst times of their life. And I just want to thank, again, everybody, WOKV, everybody here, all the volunteers, everybody in Jacksonville listening right now, everybody who's donated or thinking about donating, thank you, thank you, thank you. You have no idea the impact that you're having right now.
We're not leaving yet because we have a big old group picture to take, so if you still want to call 855-916-9500 or text CMG to the number 707070 or make an online donation, childcancerfund.org. Everyone, thank you. $277,000 in the 2026 Care-A-Thon Day 1, proudly sponsored by Duval Asphalt on 104.5 WOKV.